So today we're going to be going over what I think are the best loadouts for the support class in Battlefield 2042. I have already covered both the assault and the engineer classes as well, so if you guys do enjoy this type of content, be sure to go and check those ones out as well. And if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more Battlefield content. But with that being said, let's get stuck right into it. Now, the first thing I have to say at the start of each of these videos is to just keep in mind, this is just my opinion. There is no such thing as the objectively best loadouts or anything like that. And I'm also not a master when it comes to each specialist either. Now, starting off with Irish, the loadout that I run for Irish is the M5A3, and the loadout for that is the Fusion Hollow, the Close Combat Rounds, the LWG Grip, and the Shortened Barrel. Now, obviously, this class gets the SMG Proficiency, which is just the faster ADS time. So, realistically, whenever possible, you want to use an SMG with these specialists, but I do feel as though Irish needs a little bit more range because of his cover. He is really good at putting down that cover and kind of playing it mid-range, and so for me, I do prefer the M5A3. As for his secondary, I run the shotgun for up close, and then I use the med crate, as he does also give ammo on revives, which is really handy. So you're kind of giving both ammo and health when you use the med crate, and obviously revive teammates. And then lastly, for the grenade, I use the smoke grenades pretty much just to chuck them down when someone is downed and they need to be revived. Now, when it comes to playing as Dozer, the thing you probably want to make the most use of is his deployable shield. It is actually really helpful when you're trying to sort of take an objective, or even when you're trying to defend an objective too. Putting this down in a hallway or just any sort of high traffic area can really help you stay alive and really lock down that objective. They're also really good at throwing down if you do need to revive a few teammates in tough areas. That's one area that Irish really excels in that Falcon Angel actually can't do. If you got a teammate out in the open and you want to go and revive them, Falcon Angel can't really survive in that situation. But if you run out there with Irish and put down that shield, even throw a smoke to sort of cover yourself in the first place, then you are very, very handy at getting those revives in those tough areas. So make sure to make the most of that, and overall just play as a very like support based, almost defensive type of specialist, and you'll definitely do very well with Irish. Now, moving on, we have Falk, who is one of my mains in the game, and the loadout that I run for Falk is the K30 with the K8 Hollow, the Drum Mag, the LS1 Laser Sight, and the Tactical Compensator. Now, even though the K30 is mostly obviously used for up close, it can actually handle mid-range engagements decent enough. If you tap the trigger, you're probably going to lose to most assault rifles, but you can still do fairly well with it. And there is actually an upcoming change that will be essentially nerfing the amount of recoil on the K30. So it's not really a nerf, it's actually a buff to the weapon, and therefore it's going to be even better at that sort of mid-range. But if you do prefer longer engagements, then I'd probably recommend switching this for the PP29. I just do love the K30 for her playstyle. As for the secondary, I run the BF50 or the Deagle, pretty much just for some added range. And then for Falk, I run the ammo crate because obviously you do already have health in the stim pistol. And once again, I run smokes. I feel like that is just a given for Falk. Throwing down smoke and reviving teammates is always going to be very handy. Now, when you're playing as Falk, your only goal is to support your teammates by reviving and healing. That is pretty much your entire focus. Alongside, obviously, you need to be getting kills and staying alive yourself. A dead Falk is no good to anyone, so obviously you do still need to try and get kills. But in terms of what your role is within the team, it is purely to just keep your teammates alive and healthy and treat it like strength in numbers. The more people you keep alive, the more likely you are to take objectives and win the game. Now, lastly, moving on to Angel. I've actually changed this class up quite a bit to how I used to play him purely for this video, because otherwise he would be way too similar to the other two classes. So for Angel, I run the PBX45 with the Fusion Hollow, the Extended Mag, the LWG Grip, and the Tactical Compensator. It's overall a really well-balanced SMG. It's good up close, it is good at that sort of mid to even sometimes long range, so definitely give this one a try. I then once again run the shotgun as the secondary, and then instead of the med crate or the ammo crate, I actually run the smoke launcher for Angel, just again to be a little bit different and try to change up his playstyle. If I'm going to use the ammo crate or the med crate, I may as well just use one of the other two classes that I mentioned. I then also run the mini grenades to actually give him a bit more offensive power, because obviously the other two are running smokes, so you're not able to really have any explosive damage. But with Angel, now that I've got the smoke launcher, I actually just run the mini grenades. Angel is kind of a similar playstyle to Falk in that you're trying to resupply and obviously still help revive your teammates. One thing that I'll say when it comes to Angel is that not enough people really make the most most of his loadout crate. If you call this in, your teammates can all fully restock their ammo at it, meaning obviously rocket launchers and C5 and stuff as well. So it's really helpful for your teammates to try and take out vehicles. If you're locking down an objective, if you're playing defense on breakthrough, for example, having so much extra explosive ammo is going to be really helpful for your teammates. But anyway, that is pretty much it for the support class. I'm keen to hear your own loadouts down below because, like I said, there is no such thing as the objective best. These are just what I personally think are the best, at least for my own playstyle. So be sure to leave your own loadouts down below. Stay tuned because I will be doing the recon loadouts up next as well. And like I said, I've already done assault and engineer, so be sure to go and check those out. And if there are other guides you guys want to see, then be sure to let me know down below. Thank you all very much for watching. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you all out there on the battlefield.